And we're live on a thirsty Thursday. Hold on one second. Let me fix something. Okay, and we're lit. What's up, everybody? I am the hostess with the mostest, the High Priestess Phoenix. Those are last night's cards. You'll have to catch last night's video. I am your spiritual healer, teacher, shaman, seer, oracle, lightworker, starseed, earth angel, mystic, medium, psychic, witch, yogi, guru, evangelist, North American Civil. I am your messenger God, first child of God, the Lilith reincarnated. Okay, here on another one. In order to keep up with me, you want to see when I post on my community page. I'm just gonna go with these. My latest live video and my last short. Well, anything in my shorts, to be honest. That's where it goes down. Goes down in the DMs. Just kidding. Oh, goodness. I woke up full of energy and God sucked it all out of me. I wanted to do a bunch of stuff, and I do have a bunch of stuff, but I have to stay still while I do my stuff. I really was full of energy until we got to this part. I got this download as I was coming up, and it's like the freedom of speech. We're going to talk about that. I was reminded about Jimmy Kimmel. They shut his ass down last night for some shit about this, making jokes about the politician that got shot. Everybody's going to say it was just a joke. That's always how it is to insensitivity, to fucking cutthroat fucking remarks. You know what I mean? To fucking harsh fucking, hurtful words. Oh, it was a joke. Don't be so fucking sensitive. Why are you being so fucking sensitive? Right? Everybody says it. It's just a joke. And then when it gets to that part, where it gets so far, and you want to be like, I have the freedom of speech. I could say whatever the fuck I want. Right? You see where I'm going with this? I'm going into my box to get some freaking, guidebooks. Hold on a second. So, was it really so harsh what he said? Or is it a fucking pattern of fucking cutthroat remarks that we have normalized, where people are allowed to say whatever the fuck they want and hurt anybody's fucking feelings, and they're just supposed to take it? As somebody over here that's trying to teach you not to get your feelings hurt, because people do have the right to say whatever the fuck they want to your face, and you're not allowed to put hands on them, and you can't go running and ruining their life because you can't deal with their words. Can you see how this could be somewhat of a spiritual issue, bigger than political at this particular moment? And the fact that he was on a Disney Channel. When is enough enough, bro? When is enough enough, bro? I know you want to stand up for the guy. Oh, that's fucked up. What? That he loses his cushy job like everybody else? And so did everybody else? What, he was just allowed to work there and do that type of shit forever? Something has to change for something to change. In the essence, we've been watching these bastards on fucking they've run the late night shows since I was a fucking kid. So, I mean, hallelujah, we get something new on TV. I see change. You guys, those that are all stuck in these old traditional ways, you see a persecution of your amendment rights. All right. Well, according to our amendment rights, our black community are, within all means, allowed to walk around with a gun on their hip. They're allowed to bear arms. If they did it legally, they can walk around just like you guys all day long. We can walk into churches, we can walk into stores, we can walk into schools with guns on our hips. The freedom to bear arms, right? That's our freedom. We're allowed to do that too. We got a lot of these freedoms that we use against other fucking people. Why are you carrying a gun? Because you're afraid of who? An animal or people? So you were given this freaking right to protect yourself from people. It's not even a hunter's license for you guys to carry these guns. It's a license to kill. That's your freedom. That's your right that you fight for. And this is another one of those rights you're going to fight for. I could say whatever the fuck I want, right, Marshall? I could hurt anybody's feelings. I can get under their skin. I could talk about anything. There's no limit to what I can say. I'm allowed to say such things. Nah, bro. Now, I told you, let me start off with saying I am never, ever, never a Trump supporter. This is spiritual. He is nothing more than God's puppet. He thinks he's all-powerful, and just like Jimmy Kimmel and everybody else, God will strip his power from him when he's done with him. I assure you of that. This is that Achilles moment. Before my days are done, I will look down upon your corpse and fucking smile. You were chosen to do this, and you get so much fucking joy out of it. And I myself, as the Lilith, the goddess of fucking hell itself, came for the joy that you seem to experience about this, and even I look at you with such filth and disgust. But he was chosen, as we all are, and his job is to destroy everything we know, to break all our rules, to destroy our history, to, as he says, make America great again. How do you do that? You gotta destroy everything to rebuild it. We can't build off this. This shit is fucking awful. So yeah, he's breaking your laws. He's breaking your rules. He's changing it. He's you know, doing what he thinks is the right thing to do. With all the wrong intentions, I assure you. But that is, you know, his mind. Who gives him these ideas? Who gives him such power? We the people. That's what you must understand. It's because the people that wanted him to actually make their lives better, he's destroying their lives first. That's what's hilarious. There's the irony in this entire thing. But in essence, yeah. And that's it. It's like our four founding fathers created the fucking they created the Constitution and the institutions that have us trapped now, which is called the patriarchy, the hierarchy, if you will. They made these fucking foundations, these rules and regulations. They wrote the books, and he is burning down the books and rewriting them. Now, he doesn't have the power, and he won't be here long enough to rewrite the rules. But after they're all broken, then we have the new generation to come in and fix the shit. And we have to fucking, you know, guide this. It's all going to come crashing down. It does, and it will, and it shall. For all good reasons. It should have never been okay that you could just say whatever you wanted. The Freedom of Speech Act was given to those that had no voice. Not loud motherfuckers that won't shut the fuck up. Right? So, you go back to it, even with music, it's like they had to fight for that. Two Live Crew fought for that shit, bro. They fought for it. They went to court. It was big. It was big. And then they tried to silence, you know, NWA because of that. And they had to stand on this. We have the right to say this shit. Fuck the police. Yeah, bro. They fought for that right for us to say that. These rights were fucking meant so that we could say our true feelings. But our true feelings, that's what's being said now. In the essence, is like, I can say something and have you fucking beat the shit out of me. Or send but somebody after me or trying to ruin my life just because the words that came out of my mouth cut so deep into your soul that you want absolute vengeance. The Freedom of Speech Act allows white people to use the N-word freely, bro. Have you ever considered that? The Freedom of Speech Act lets us run around calling people the wrong type of words. Yes, he didn't push that limit, but everything did. It's one person that makes the change. Because there has to be a limit, bro. There has to be a limit. In America, any American can go and register as long as you don't have a background in any kind of violence. Every single one of us can be walking around with guns. It's our right. As long as we do it legally, we have the right to do that. Now, you put that right with the fact of we also have the right to run our motherfucking mouth any type of way we want to. And we can protect ourselves because we got a gun on our hip. what? How many of these great rights are really not right? They've been abused. They were meant to protect us. They were meant to, you know what I mean, help us. But they're harming us. And that's it. Everything's made with the best intention. As I see this, I see Albert Einstein. He's like, he was trying to make a light for the whole world. Instead, he fucking made a bomb that blows up the whole world. You know what I mean? He didn't, but you know what I mean? It's like you took a good idea and made it horrible. A great example is fucking Russ and his fucking music. He takes all my teachings and makes it horrible. Fucking awful. It's like, oh God, what have you done? What have you done? And that's where I sit here with the ancestors like, geez. And you know, that was even myself as Isis, as I watched God wash away the Egypt, you know, all of Egypt. It's like, what have you done? You asked for this. You prayed for this. You know, and that's where we are. We're right at Atlantis, the Atlanteans. We've gone too far. You've taken technology. You're knowing your power, and that was the whole sin. It's like, Lilith, look what you've done. And that's what we were casted out for. We gave you too much knowing. And with that knowing, you poisoned the world he made for you. So now we must remove it all. Everything you ever knew started with me. And we see it differently. We see it how God wants in the Christ consciousness, not mass consciousness. Everyone programmed the same. They grew up watching the same images, listening to the same rules, reading the same books. That's a mass consciousness. They're all fucking programmed the same. That's why we all go to the fucking same, you know what I mean? Elementary school, middle school, high school, college. It's all the same fucking information. Pow, pow, pow. They're just re-putting it into your head over and over and over. Programmed fucking monkeys, bro. We're taking all that programming out. And we're going off of religious studies. We're going off of spiritual understanding. We're going off of, you know what I mean? Back to the land, dude. We're not going off of these. Oh, let me pull the penal codes. He asked for your penal. You know what I mean? No, we're not doing that anymore. It's like you're going to rewrite your own rules. No, we're walking by God's. Again, and exactly what it says. Those that have the fruits of the Spirit. Against such there is no law. When you walk in Christ, there is no law. And as this motherfucker pushes Christ on everyone, bro, he's going to break all the laws. And that's what it is, too. And there's those of them that just didn't accept it. And you're like, you know, I'm here to teach the pagan religions what they fear of Christ, as much as they fear the witch. And I'm here to teach the Christians the pagan religions so they don't fear them. You never had to fear Allah and all of these. It's the men that manipulated these books that put fear in your heart. But if you choose not to accept there is a one God and that all of our gods and times doesn't honor that, and you can't walk in a Christ consciousness, you can't learn to adapt to this mentality, then yeah, bro, you're the 3/4 of the world that fucking, what did they say? Was it 3/4, 2/3? I don't remember. It's in the Bible. You're washed out, bro. If you cannot get to a place of acceptance, compassion, understanding, forgiveness, love for thy brother, and unity, you're gonna perish, dude. And for good reasons. Why would we want anyone that can't be loving, that can't be forgiving, bro, that can't be understanding, that can't be compassionate, that can't be generous and humbled and kind? God isn't asking for too much, and we deserve it as a people, bro. And those that refuse to just change from their ways and try to be a good person in the definition of just that we can't accept the Asians or the Africans or the fucking Germans or the Russians, and we can't all come together with our understanding that, you know, just that, under that foundation of God, which they say is Christ-like. Buddha had it too, and all, as I read the Quran and all these books, it's in there, but you're not in there. It's in there, but you're not in there, bro. Get in where you fit in, which is you in that mass consciousness. You know what I mean? Rally up the troops. Everybody run to the highest, you know, the highest mountain and scream your rights. Wave your flags. That's where it goes back to. It's like, you know what I mean? Fighting for the LGBTQ around the world. You're not fighting for people's identity, love, and acceptance. Why can't we accept these people? Why are they a disease? Why are they unworthy of our fucking kindness and our compassion? Why do they deserve our hate? We can start with LGBTQ or all these nations. It's not a joke anymore. You think it's funny. It's the norm to put people down, to be prejudiced, to tear people apart for their beliefs. I don't support Trump, but more than half of America does. And I support them, even though I spend the time to understand them, not him. Why they want a leader like this. Why they need this guy. Because, and that's more of them than there is of us. Are we going to fight our own people? Stand down, bro, and just fucking have some, put a little love in your heart is what I heard. And so, you know, I stand on the fucking outside of judgment, bro, and God is just judging the shit out of you. Why can't you just, you know what I mean, understand? Be understanding, be forgiving, be kind, be generous, be compassionate, be loving, be forgiving towards everyone, especially the people you think are your enemies, because they're not. It's a whole creation of your mind. They don't like me, so I'm going to be an asshole to them. And if they don't like you, you're going to keep being an asshole. If they don't like you, then they don't like you. An eye for an eye. I'm going to fight them every time I see them. Just two dogs barking at the fence. Remove the fence and let's see what happens. You're going to just tear each other apart and die. For what? An attitude? Somebody said something, somebody did something, they wear the wrong clothes, they park in your fucking parking spot, they're fucking, whatever the case may be. I'm reminded to tell you about this story and then we'll start. I saw Morgan this morning, she got me heated. I was like, she said, dude, I left my charger at my new apartment. I was like, fuck, I got chargers. She said, we went in the middle of the day, just moved some boxes, nothing major. And some lady from downstairs, she's like, my new neighbor from downstairs comes out in a fucking, you know what I mean, she's got her head in a wrap, and in her fucking, you know, in her curlers and in her fucking, her head wrap, and her fucking moo-moo, and tells them, you guys are being awfully loud. She's just moving into her new apartment at 4 o'clock in the afternoon with no furniture, nothing. And this bitch wants to walk up to her fucking brand new life and tell her to shut the fuck up. I got so heated, bro. And that reminded me of what it meant to be in a community. Oh, God. It just brought up all my triggers of living at my apartments. It's like, do you know what it feels like to pull in and just hate your fucking neighbors? To hate where you live? Yeah, bro, you gotta get the fuck out of there. In the essence, I told that bitch, I told her right away, I was like, bring me. Let her see you have a witch. I will definitely scare the fuck out of her. Well, she'll never come out of that fucking door again, bro. Just bring me. Just bring me over and let me scare her. I'll do a house cleansing and she will never come near you, bro. She's like, I told her, you know, I'm moving in with a 3-year-old and a dog. We're going to be loud and it's the middle of the day. And it's like, dude, are you fucking kidding me, bitch? You think you own this shit? You're gonna come up and tell us to be quiet when we just moving in? Bitch, and, okay, first off, if she gets under fucking Morgan's skin, dude, Morgan's gonna make that lady's life a living hell. Morgan will be the type to fucking send a speaker in through the vents. Really? I trust me, she's me. She will fucking ruin that lady's life, dude, fucking with her. And at the same time, that's how I felt. Who the fuck do you think you are, bitch? This is my new blessing. God just put me on this cloud and you want to fucking piss on my parade? Bitch, please. That's what she wasn't like that, but that's how I felt. As soon as she told me the story, I was like, oh, bitch, she's got one foot in the grave fucking with my friend. I don't fight for me, really. There's nothing to fight for. But when I see injustice about my people, she's my people, bro. I'm very protective over my people, bro. I am fucking crazy over my people. I told Russ I'll kill his mom. I'm serious. I'm so fucking protective over my people. I did it for a good cause. I did it for a good cause. Because they were hurting my people. I'm serious. I'm serious, bro. I'm fucking serious. I don't use defensive magic for myself. I'll be like, oh, I got paintballed. I got pie in my face. But if you fuck with my people, bro, I will fucking make you, dude, I will see you on the other side, dude. I will see you in your dreams until you fucking die. And I'll be the one right there to fucking walk you straight into fucking hell. Don't you fucking fuck with my people. Don't fuck with my people, bro. And I don't have many people, but that girl and her kid are my fucking people, bro. Don't fuck with my people. And that's like my twin flames. Don't fuck with my people. I don't care if they get on my fucking nerves. Those are all God gave me, bro. They mean everything in this world to me. I can't hold on to them, but I will fucking defend them with my last breath, spiritually. Because I don't really be throwing my arms in this world. My arms are weak and my knees is heavy. Fucking Marshall, right? For real. Anyway, so going back to it, yeah, fight, I guess. But that's an old mentality, bro. Mentality. That's an old mentality. That's good. Write that down, Marshall Mathers. You know all about that old mentality. That's what I mean. I could just sit here all day talking shit. Yeah, dude, that's somebody's had to put us in our place. No, he's not. It's not him. Don't you dare give the power to that man. Or even the Disney Corporation, because Disney had to sneak his own words into his art. True story. Disney was always Walt Disney was always pouring out his childhood trauma in those videos, dude. You can see it. It's terrible. Going back to it, guys, it's just change. Shut the fuck up and, you know what I mean? Like, let it happen, bro. Just take it, bro. Just take it with a grain of salt, bro. Take a fucking shot and sit down. Like, we need to stop this, bro. At some point, it had to be addressed that you can't just run around talking shit all the fucking time. And Jimmy Kimmel, bro, he's been making billions and millions and billions and millions. He's done this for fucking every night. Like, wouldn't you like to see a non-gray man at night on TV not talking shit about the world we live in? That would be cool. Why don't we put some hot chicks on there? They're making, you know... Put those douchebags during the daytime. They're bitches, just like the bitch that watch that shit, bro. In essence, they're like distorted feminine energy, bro. These male talk show hosts are distorted feminine. They get all fucking caught up in the fucking, you know what I mean? In the fucking news clippings and what TMZ said, and they're all about the reporting. Bro, you're not... What? I like Jimmy Kimmel, but I'm just like, no, enough now. You've had enough fun. We need somebody else to come in. And really, it could have been any comment. It just had to stop somewhere. They had to start. It's a precedent. The precedent. It's a lot of precedents going on right now. It's a present. Live in the present. And I'm sorry. I know that that's where it starts. Everybody's going to want to fight. We're going to fight for our right to talk shit. God told me to stop talking shit, bro. To calm it down. And that's what I said. I can't fucking stop fully. But I can, as we said, we can be Christ-like about this. We can use our words in a more kind way. We don't have the right to just running around being insensitive. It's unkind. It's unkind of mankind to be like that. And I know it doesn't really fully, but it had to start somewhere, and that's where it is. It's like, it started. It starts. Somebody changes it. He's changing everything. When he looks back and it's all sitting on the ground, all destroyed, he's like, yeah, I did that. You what? Destroyed America? Come on. We got to make this shit better. Just sit back, bro. Don't get part of it. I mean, you're welcome to swing a sledgehammer if you want, I guess. If you want to get out there and talk your shit. I feel like it's just silence of the lambs. Just stop, bro. I don't know exactly. I think he was just making jokes. I think this is what he said. I kept looking and I looked and he said something to the effect that, let's not pretend like the person that did this was anything but one of them just to get political points. He accused, you know what I mean, the people that support this man of killing this man and saying they did it because of their political views. He just hated Republicans, period. There was no acceptance of them. He looked at them as a whole race of people that he's discriminated against. And that's the American race that he's discriminating against. Not all Republicans Trump-like. I know a lot of them. Unfortunately, it seems like most of the people I meet are Trump, they're Republican. And that's because you're raised to be part of association. And we have one of two, or you can say you're liberal, which means you're an outsider and nobody really wants to hear you. So you have to lean one of more ways to make part of these parties, because you're not part of the party. They didn't invite you. You just crashed the party with your own beliefs. I'm with you. In the essence, though, this is just what it is. Welcome to America. Are you Republican or Democrat? And now that everyone is like, well, who's the one that does abortions? It's a Democrat. Okay, I'm a Democrat. Well, then all of a sudden you're a baby killer and you stand for all the left-wing shit. I don't know, I just don't think people have a right to tell you what to do with your body, but I guess I'm part of the bad guys. And then you look at these guys and you're like, the Republicans are the bad guys. And I'm like, why can't you guys just party on? Like, why is it like, it's so stupid. So then every 4 years we decide who's the more dominant party. If we were able to switch America to be more this way or that way. If we were able to tip the scales from one to the other. Because it's never a liberal. You're always going to get a Democrat or a Republican. How lovely. Is there any other options out here? It's the worst of the two evils is what you get to when you get there. And it's like, Kanye West, huh? President Trump or Kanye West? Or Biden? I think I'm gonna go Kanye West on this. At this point, what's the worst? But like, oh fuck, dark versus, dumb, and dumbest. Oh man, who's gonna run our country? Well, I guess we'll pick this dummy because he did pretty good and gave us some money last time. That's what sounded right to me. What is this dummy doing? He don't even know what day it is. He's about to give his job to this girl. Oh, wow. And then there's Kanye West. And I'm Kanye West. Do you live on this planet? I've been here for fucking 42 years. I still can't believe this. It's just a fucking party. Supposedly. Political parties and house parties and fucking dinner parties and, you know what I mean, release parties and fucking... I'm the only one not partying. That's all. At least I got a laugh out of it. I didn't want to talk about it. I mean, in essence, it's like, you want to really talk about this, it just needs to stop. Just, Dr. Phil, stop it. No more talking shit. Don't be hurting people's feelings. It's basically what this is going at. It's like, no, I have the right to say whatever. You only have to execute that right when you're talking shit, bro. So, like, people that only plead the Fifth Amendment right for their privacy is because they got something to hide. People don't just run around saying that. I have nothing to hide. Search. Go ahead. Search me. No, I'm not spreading my butt cheeks. You're going too far now. What do you think is up there? In the essence, it's like you have the right to privacy and all that bullshit. But it's like the only people that exert those rights are the people that are hiding some shit. The only people that exert the right of having a gun are somebody that's, scared and might kill somebody. The only people that are exerting that, have the right to speech are the people running out here talking shit. Nobody says that. They don't silence good words. They're not out there, hosing down and that's where that right came from. And they're not hosing down the street preachers and the people that are trying to inspire and, public speakers. They're out here, this dude's out here talking shit about everybody. Hurting people's feelings. He's being, negative. That's really what it is. As long as you're out there running your mouth about positivity, and that's what that right was for, is you're not going to silence black people to speak about positivity. You're not going to silence, and that's where it came is, they didn't want you to out here talking all that shit, bro, spreading all that hate. It's a hate crime, bro. And that's how the elders see it, as rap is a hate crime, bro. It's just, you're talking about nothing but negativity. I gotta tell you something. I'm really conflicted with it. It made me feel disgusted. It's sus and disgust. I was listening to Steve's Love Tarot yesterday, and I listened to it. I started to blur it out, but I kept hearing him. He kept making all these filthy references about going to hotels, and he made all these sexual references, right? And when I walked away from it, I was like, there was too many patterns of it. It's gotten filthy, like it's real heavy. And I was like, you're sus in the lust, and it has nothing to do with the cards. You are a sus bucket that's married to probably a 300-pound greasy woman, and you just constantly on the internet fucking looking at girls and making these disgusting. It's pouring out. Your shadows are pouring out in your videos, and it's sus lust. At least Wolfman fucks them with passion. You just sit there with a bottle of lotion. Ugh, sus lust. Sus lust. The projection. It's like, dude, people come to you for a card reading and all you're talking about is, you know what I mean, letting them stick their finger in your butthole. That's literally what he says in that video yesterday. He's like, well, they might want to, it's going to be different this time. So you might want to let them tell you where to touch and this. It becomes gross, bro. It's filth. It's literally sus. And I listened to it and I forgot it was still resonating. It's like, you're disgusting. You're not a tarot reader. You're a filthy, unhappy fucking masturbator. His video was sus, bro. It had nothing to do with someone coming back and trying a different attempt on how they're going to try to win you over. It was sus. He literally was talking about, oh, you mean instead of us taking an hour hotel, we can book it for the whole week? And he started talking about literally that, them sticking their fingers in your butthole. I'm so serious. This has nothing to do. And it's like, this is supposed to be a soulmate journey reading. You sound like you're talking to fucking the twin flame over there, fucking lunar eclipse tarot. That sus bucket who made an 18 and up tarot card that's, you know, running around chasing some fucking married man. You guys should hook up on the weekends for that hour hotel. Maybe to, you know, show her where to put it. I mean, seriously, sus. The shit that comes out your mouths. And I'm one of them. I'm totally it. I'm the fucking succubus. And it's like, all right, I get this. Can you just learn why God said, you know what I mean? And it's in the Bible, dude. The shit that comes out your mouth. If you have a sinning tongue, then cut it out. Why would it sin? It's hurtful. It's mean. We talked about that yesterday in the reverse Queen of Swords. She's a fucking gossiping, fucking backstabbing, running her mouth, always want to talk about some shit on the internet type shit. Is that not Jimmy Kimmel? He gets paid to talk about shit on the internet. Everybody else's fucking lives. He thinks it's a joke. And he sits down and interviews people's lives so he can make fun of them. And you guys call this the late night show. Just sitting around doing that. That sounds like some daytime shit to me. You should put that next to the women talking about their trauma and their, you know, abuse or their cheating husbands and shit. With their cooking recipes and shit. For real? For real. And I'm gonna leave it at that. Let's pull some cards. What do you got for us? I'm gonna pull Sacred Geometry and Animal Oracle, and if anything else, a Wisdom Oracle. I feel like we got the wisdom on that one. Realistically, it's just change and allow it to happen and understand that it's for the good, not bad. You just don't want anything to change, bro. You guys want everything to stay the way they are. You're fighting for the way that things were, bro. You will not accept any new way of life, even if it's absolutely uncomfortable. Oh, we're not allowed to say that no more. Dude, we're not allowed to say the F word. How many of you? I'm still struggling with that. They said stop saying this word and stop saying that. Stop saying the N word. You want them to stop saying it, then you stop saying it. Set the precedent. Show them by example. You know what I mean? And that's it. God started this with me and Marshall over fucking 2 months ago. Watch your fucking words. Stop fucking using your words. Stop name dropping Marshall. Stop being a fucking gossiping bitch and using your words all hurtful. Stop talking about people, rappers especially. Where are we at? The flower of life. I'm not surprised. Why? Because it all starts here. In the flower. And it's funny because I'm having a freaking moon cycle. And I'm like drowning myself in fucking rose petal fucking body oil and shit. I'm like, God, help me. Help me, Raphael. Sorry. Sacred Union, 26. Are we coming into union? Do you get where I'm coming from? I'm coming from God. Okay? I get it. I wear the flesh too, and I have to change everything about my being to be what He wants me to be. But there's nothing wrong with being a better person. It's just a little difficult getting to that. Changing your habits, changing your patterns, catching yourself. It's self-discipline. What we do is simple. It just takes a lot of discipline. And I'm seeing Buddha, for sure. It's like you just realize that you're the problem. And once you fix you don't run around saying you're a problem, you're a problem. I mean, I do, but... Like, you fix you, bro. And then you're at peace with life. You're at peace with God. You're at peace with yourself. You know what I mean? You're not searching outside of yourself. You don't need the things that, you know, you literally take off yourself to be yourself. And it's a good thing. But it's hard because, you know, you're going against yourself. Your mind's telling you no. It's not a bad thing, bro. It's just difficult in the sense of fighting the new way of life. We're evolving, bro, into better people. Not because not him, he's not. But what's happening is an opportunity for us to evolve. This is an opportunity for people to see that there has to be a limit in what can be said and not what can't. And everybody's going to fight this, I can say whatever I want. Why? Won't you just accept that there is a limit to what hurtful things can come out of your mouth? We're not trying to limit the good shit that comes out. We want you to speak more of it. But all you're doing is speaking negatively. So when we stop that, you might go quiet for a bit, but you'll learn. If you ain't got nothing nice to say, then don't say nothing at all. Isn't that an original saying? Okay, well, let's go back to the original. Language of silence. I can't make it up, bitches. Is that 36? Double check. Everything looks right? Are you following me? Silence the lambs. Just let it happen, bro. This pattern, called the flower of life, is one of the most universal pieces of sacred geometry available to us. This figure is found flash burned into granite on walls of the Osiris, the temple of resurrection, in Egypt. Also found in more than 18 countries around the globe, from Turkey to Tibet, from China to Yucatan. Can we put it here in America too? The flower of life has imprinted its wisdom upon humankind. It represents a lattice of pure life force containing our cellular memory, and it becomes the matrix of all matter. You are being asked to imagine this pattern existing as a three-dimensional holograph image made up of 19 interlocking spheres. You may even wish to draw this beautiful shape using a compass. One of the radius creates this amazing glyph. First, draw a circle and add a second, using any point on the circumference and the first in the center. Continue drawing circles and using each section as a center until you create a figure that looks like the one in this card. The flower of life is an Akashic information system. I brought all this up in my video yesterday, that I, the Isis, am the keeper of the Akashic records, which is your lifetimes. You've had all kinds of lifetimes to come to this lifetime. But you cannot awaken to what you are until you fight what you are. You have to break free of the structures of your mind to walk in your spirit. And the spirit of what you are is connected to God in all things. You will be restored in your spirit. You will remember who you were before you got here. You will remember God. You will remember the universe. Your memory is hidden behind your knowing. And that's the Bible. Do not trust or do not rely on one's knowing. Just had to take a minute. The flower of life is an Akashic information system, meaning it contains records of all that was, all that is, and all that will be. The message it offers are both intimately personal and universal. Open your awareness to the knowledge. I'm seeing this huge download. It happened last night. I said it in my video. I was like, when it's all done, you know, Kobe will come back and visit with you guys, but, you know, me and Pac go on. Where do we go on? We were created for purpose, bro. And we will go on to do that purpose. We've always done what we've always done, and we will always do what God created us to do. The only time I didn't was this life, right? I didn't play the Lilith. I didn't do what he said during the Lilith. So I do it in this life, and then I'm free from these experiences, the karma of this. All I had left to do was do Lilith. Clean all these messes up, Lilith, and then you can go. Where will I go? To do the same thing I've always done somewhere else. And he'll be with me. This is what we do. Just like Kobe. This is what we do. We're called to wherever it is that we're needed. We weren't, you know what I mean? Lucifer, no. You'll go home. You'll go home where you were supposed to be, right by his side in the light. But us, no. We'll go back to where we came from. Where do we come from? We come from the dark. And it's not that there's something wrong with us that we won't be in the light, because that's where it is. It's the dark and the light meet the same place. You have to understand, it's a meeting place. It's all dark until the light. It's just a meeting place. We stand on one side. This time, you know what I mean, this is the dark days. So we are the light in the darkness, because we're the only ones that can walk through the darkness. As I walk through the valleys of the shadows of death. In the essence, but home for me is not with God and the angels. I tell you all the time, I'm stuck up here with these guys, and it's all of this, and the angels, and all the harps, and blah, 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 and they're great. But that's not us. They're family. They love us. We love them. It's all great. But it's like, okay, Grandma, I'm going to go home now. And then we go home and, act a fool. It's just knowing what you are. And it's not that I'm not light. But I was created of the dark and given life and light. That's all. It's just accepting it. You know what I mean? It's like, you guys are of the light. You're going back home. Going back to that place in your imagination. It's not really up in the clouds and shit, but it's something like that, I suppose. You're going back to your light family. We're of the dark. We're just here to do the work for the light. Because why? Because the light will overpower the dark and they can't see, you know what I mean? And that's really what it is. The fallen can't see the light. You have to be guided into the light. And that's what I'm here doing. Guiding you. Lovely, isn't it? But that was the whole thing. It's like, in this, it's like the record of all that was, all that is, and all that will be. Where will you go from here? Back into the dark. Go back into the universe for a little while. As I said, you know what I mean? Just back into the place of the universe, my dark place. Until we're called again. We're called to, you know what I mean? But in essence, at peace. And that's really what it is. It's like, we're there until we're needed. And that's what God made you to be. Until you're needed. It's like, Raphael doesn't come until I call him. He's not needed. He's needed in other places when other people call him. But it's like, otherwise he's chilling. And that's it. I'm chilling until I'm needed. Like, where you been? Since the 1700s, chilling? He didn't call me to life. He didn't say I needed to do nothing. It's like, this is the time I need you. This is when I brought you. So, that will be. And what will be. I told you what will be. The message it offers are both ultimately personal and universal. Open your awareness to the knowledge contained herein, and listen to the responses you receive. Trust that what comes to you is of the light and meant to be of assistance in achieving your highest good. As the blueprint for all creation, the flower of life will always have something new to teach you. There's no reverse aspect for the flower of life. There's no reverse part about being a part of life. It's just how you view it, bro. Yeah, like, oh, pain and suffering. I've lost limbs. I've lost family members. I've lost jobs. It's part of life. You win some, you lose some. God giveth, God taketh. It's like, I've had a bad life. Is that how you view it? You're not grateful for the life God gave you because you didn't have someone else's? I'm just quiet. I was like, told you, God. Told you they didn't really love you. That was the whole Job. That's myself. It's like, even with nothing, I still love God. I still praise God. I'm still grateful for I'm grateful for what he is, not what he does. Do you know what I mean? And you think that what's happening out here is not what he's doing, but what the devil's doing? That there's some power above God that's here to harm you? That your gods don't protect you? That there's something out here to make your life terrible? I don't want to even. That's it. The of little faith. I'm going to pull an animal card too. Which one? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we get an animal we've never seen. A horse of a different color. That'd be cool, right? Oh, we got goose. Goose. I love the goose. Remember that goose? Dude, it's a true story. I have it in my videos. They're not in these videos. I was staying at the hotel, and I came out to take the kids to school one day, and a goose that looked just like that was outside of my car. And I didn't know it was a goose, because our geese don't look like that. And that's where I made this big old video. I was like, it looked like an overgrown duck, because it had orange feet, but it was brown. I don't know what it was. And he was there after I came out. He stayed for a couple weeks. We fed him. He let us touch him and everything. It was really cool. I had just got these cards probably, I don't know, over the summer right before. And it was amazing because it was literally that goose. Colorado geese are different. They have different color codes to them. They have this black and gray on them. A lot of black and little bits of gray. They don't look like that. So it was really cool when Goose came. And the Colorado geese, wouldn't be nice to him, so we went out and we fed him. He just hung out around our hotel for like a couple weeks, and then we never saw him again. It was really cool. He looked just like it. It's in my videos. I turn to you, Goose. Keyword: protection, family, responsibility, vigilance, watchfulness, possessiveness, and parenthood. I was talking about my friend, bro. Fucking burn that lady, dude. I'll send her to fucking hell real quick. I don't know what your fucking problem is, dude. I don't know if you sit around here bullying everybody, but you're not gonna bully my brand new friend that just came out of homelessness, bro. You're not gonna bully her, and you're not gonna push her to where she fucking leaves. I'll fucking put you in the ground, bitch. I'll haunt your fucking house. Dude, you will fucking see me in your fucking mirror, bitch. You better not fuck with my friends. I can, if I felt it, bro, and I feel this. Like, who the fuck is this bitch, bro? Who the fuck are you bullying my fucking friend? She just moved in. This is the happiest moment of her fucking life. She has had the hardest fucking life, dude. And her daughter is like, she's never even had her own room, dude. What the fuck? You're knocking on her door? You should have came up there with a cake. That's what neighbors do. Welcome to the community. My name is so-and-so. Here's my number if you ever need anything. You come over here and tell her how to fucking live? I'll fucking kill you, bitch. Literally? No. Mentally? Maybe. I was saying that outside. I was like, Red's like, don't be all Lisa right away. I was like, it's not Lisa, it's Lilith. But maybe it is Lisa. But it's not, because I won't fight her. I'll fucking spiritually destroy you, bro. I will fucking spiritually destroy you, bitch. You better not fuck with my friend. God damn her. What an awful person, right? Why? I had fucking neighbors like that, bro. As soon as I fucking pull up, that bitch come out, fucking put up a fucking chair and just sit there mean dogging me. Why you think I built a fence, bro? I had no fucking privacy. They're all in my fucking face. They just want to fucking bother me. Like, they want to know what I'm up to. Just want to be giving me ugly looks no matter what I'm fucking doing, bro. If I'm dancing, if I'm smoking, if I'm cleaning. Oh, that bitch hated that, bro. God, every one of my followers know this, bro. Remember? She'd go crazy. What did I do? I used to hose down the parking lot all the time. And she fucking hated it. She hated it. She would get out there and record me doing it. Every fucking time, bro. She would do it. I mean, she hated it. Why did you do that? Because the kids, bro, they weren't even my kids. I would sit them, watch them run around on the parking lot all day long barefoot. And so cars are coming in and the fucking this and that. So I would fucking water down the parking lot every fucking day. It made me feel good. And she hated it, dude. Like, just shit like that, dude. This whole situation, oh my God. And that's where it is. It's like, I wanted to move out. Dude, if I would have moved out, oh God. It's like, you're not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready to live in a community of haters. Fucking, oh God. What an evil bitch, right? They just moved in, bro. You didn't offer to give them a hand. You didn't nothing. You came and told them they were being loud. You fucking loud bitch. You're the loudest thing in this fucking neighborhood, obviously. You cunt. You cunt. Yeah, I'm being Lisa. Okay, sorry. The goose is frequently cited in weather lore. An early arrival predicts a harsh stretch of remaining winter. The breath of a goose was a common cure for many alignments. Now that I think about it, dude, it was a hell of a winter after that goose. Really? I kept getting snow shifts and shit. That's how I kept staying alive down there. But at the same time, I was supposed to leave to Mr. Plum's, and there was this huge snowstorm that came, and I couldn't leave. They gave me a week to stay. They gave me like a whole weekend. They're like, don't worry about it. I was like, thank God. To benefit from their restorative powers, one must simply place the open mouth of a goose upon the mouth of the afflicted. Medical applications aside, the goose's fierce and protective nature that are most familiar with. Geese are so territorial and brave that small farms keep them instead of canines as watchdogs. The Roman Celtic god Mars was associated with geese, and depictions of him frequently including geese. Go figure. I'm seeing in my Buddhist cards there's one in there too. Mars, the god, dude, that's what I said yesterday. We were all talking about it. These formidable birds were often buried with Iron Age warriors as tokens of bravery and fighting spirits. In a reading, though the nature of the goose is fierce and protective, geese mate for life and are committed parents. These birds are one example of love and a guardian's righteous protective energy. This card may indicate that you are being called upon to step up and protect or fight for a person, place, or principle that you hold dear. Told you, bro. You know what I mean? She's new, and she's not passive. She's like passive aggressive. She won't want to get kicked out, so she might not say nothing. I'm like, you better tell the management today that she already approached you. And I was like, the very sight of me will fear her. She'll fear. I don't have to actually do anything. And that's what I said. It's like, let me just do a house cleansing ceremony. Let me just, sage sit, make her know that you have a whole witch right here. I'll make eye contact with her, tell her she better behave herself, and that's it. My spirit says you're not being kind. You better be kind with this one. And that's it. Make her aware that not this one. Not this one, bro. I don't care who you terrorize. You don't terrorize this one. And you shouldn't be terrorizing no one. And that goes back to Kimmel. This is God, bro. I mean, it could be Trump that he really favored this guy, whatever. But nah, bro. God chose. Not this one, bro. Not this one. And that's where it is. I feel it, bro. Not this one. Don't fuck with her, bro. She's starting a new life. Don't fucking push her into fucking, having to be uncomfortable in her brand new home, bro. She's already out of her league right here. Don't make her uncomfortable. Really? Yeah, dude. They put her in a fucking nice-ass place in Lowry, bro. I was like, oh, shit. Are there even bus stops up there, bitch? Nah, bro. Like, for real. She's got, like, a dog walk outside her house, bro. Like, seriously. She's in a nice-ass place. And it's a step up, dude. Not to be mean, but it's like the Clampets hits, Beverly. Not to be mean, but when you go from Commerce City, and she lived in Commerce City, and I lived in, nice apartments in Commerce City, but it's called Commerce Shitty, bro. It's shit. There's places outside of it, New Commerce City, which they changed the name into Reunion and all these other fucking great names and shit. There's nice shit built out there, but the original Commerce City, nah, it's a fucking hole in the fucking wall, bro. And that's why they came in to rebuild that shit, and that's why they put all these brand new buildings in, like, when they took down the dog race, the dog track, and they put all these new developments. But the old neighborhood is old for good reasons. It's like people are like, oh, we live in Rhino. I'm like, 5 points? Ew. And that's where you're like, you live in Nasty City, you live in Commerce Shitty, and that's where it is. It's like, the originals know that this isn't cool. So anyways, going from Commerce City to fucking Lowry, bro, yeah, bro. That's like nice. And that's the same thing. It's like, God fucking stepped her up. And this bitch is trying to fucking rain on her parade, bro. You're not taking her off her throne, bro. Who the fuck are you? You didn't even fucking do your hair and put on a pair of clothes. Did you come out here with no bra on to come run your mouth, bro? You better brush your teeth before you approach my peoples. They didn't tell you how to act. You better act right. Sorry. I'm a little protective. And that's why you can't take me nowhere, bro, because I'll fucking bark, bro, real hard. And I see this moment that I might actually bark at somebody because I just don't know. Just like bark at them, bro. Like, are you fucking talking? I mean, if God says we can't say harsh words, we might need to make some harsh noises. She was an animal. That's my favorite talk about the barbarians. They went to go fight them. They found all these men running around naked, screaming and making all these crazy noises. They were scared. They took their militants and ran from these barbarians. It's like they're barbaric. Yeah, bro, we don't have guns. We have fucking bows and arrows. You seen the leader? She has a sword and rides a horse. She's a whole witch. Bro, I am fucking everything you're scared of. I'm really just God's little bitch. Let's go on. The goose may be an emblem that appears at a time in life when you are being asked to make a commitment or assume greater responsibilities. One lesson is this dichotomy illustrates that we can both be warriors and parents, right? We can love, protect, and nurture without becoming soft, weak, and complacent. The goose is an excellent, and that's the fucking Mama Kalima. I'm the mother of them. Those are my children. I'm very loving, and I love them to death. But I'll also fucking whoop their ass, bro. These are my kids. Don't fuck with my kids. And that goes back to Mama Bridge. And that's that voodoo in Haitian. It's like, dude, you fucking took my fucking family. You took my fucking children and fucking made them slaves in your fucking country. Yeah, it really happened. Yeah, they took the Nordic fucking, they took them all and took them to Haiti and made them fucking, so I had to fucking transform so that I could be a better goddess for all of them. I was a goddess of fucking war, dude. I avenged them, dude. And that was our idea, bro. The High Priestess. We're coming in with magic, bro. We're releasing them. That was the power of God, dude. That was the power of magic, bro. You used it to release the, the oppressed. Moses came in with that staff, bro. God gave him his magic, bro, his power. He gave it to us, too. What? To do the right thing, not wrong things. That's it. The goose is an excellent parent and fiercely territorial, but also flies high and embarks on astonishing migration when instinct instructs. Many of us shy away from commitment and responsibility because we are afraid of being tied down. Ain't gonna tie me down. I mean, it works for me all the time. I try to get a dude to get married and have children. He's like, nope. Laters. He flies south. To his south node. Oh, fucking funny. Oh, Russ, it's not even Friday, bro. Russ could. It's hard to believe. It's hard to believe in any of them, but if they could, it's in them, bro. It's in them just like it's in us. To be good fathers, good protectors, good nurturers. And in essence, for them to have a connection with a woman, they also have kindness and openness. They have sensitivity. They have passion and all of that. So it wasn't absurd to say, you know what I mean, to think that Russ and I could have got together and he could have helped me raise my kids. He was raising his mom and their kids. Though he couldn't mentally keep up with me. What happened is he regressed real hard. He had to go back and become the child. He was supposed to face it, and he just became it. He remembered what it meant to be young. He, had that midlife 30-year-old crisis and started dating. Became somebody's sugar daddy and a ghost. Now he's on the golf course being a weirdo, dropping fucking rap albums and shit. I don't know. It's a midlife crisis. You're like, what are you? I don't know what he is. It's not wrong to think that. As much as Allie, dude, he looks like he's, he can be a man and figure some shit out, and he's a man. He just doesn't have to man up, so he gets to just, be a boy. And that's it, too. It's like, I don't have to be mom until they walk in the door. Now I gotta fucking put on the mom role. It's like, but there's a lot of shit throughout the day that it's, I'm being mommy, I suppose. But it's like, once you put it on, you either adjust to it and try to be the best of what it is, or you're like, oh, I never wanted to be nobody's parent. Well, then why are you having sex? So, I don't want to raise somebody else's kids. Really? Because you seem to be raising your parents' kids, your grandparents' kids, your aunts and uncles' kids. You're raising a lot of kids, and you're the only one not grown up yet. Sorry. You can make a hoe a housewife, but she's not gonna like the limited attention. What makes a hoe? The attention, bro. You want that sex, all that crazy sex, but it's the attention and the power of all of those men that makes her the hoe, right? What makes her a hoe? She's powerful at controlling men. You want her to stop being powerful at controlling men and just come home and take care of you. It could happen. She could just want you. That's what I'm saying. But as far as taking her taking her power away from her and making her powerless to every one of your needs, you're asking for a bit much. You know what I mean? What is a hoe? A woman that has a lot of male companionship. Why does she need so much male companionship? Does she need that much dick? You think you're going to give her all the dick? No. She needs that much male attention. They're not all fucking her all the time. And if she is, then that's a whole nother expression of, mixing love and love and sex. In essence, she'd like someone to just stay all the time. But since there isn't an all the time, and she doesn't want to lose the variety of what she has all the time, then, that's it. But when she finds someone that is all of them in one package, then she has no reason to hold on to any of them. As long as you're giving her what they were. And that's where it is. It's like, can you keep feeding this bitch, Russ? She's an expensive that's an expensive date, bro. Every day of the week. That's expensive. He's like, I love to give my cash away. And can you argue with him? The way his lifestyle is, he just blows it. And I'm over here like, come on, man. I swear you could be a better man. This is not the way men should. They like it. She likes it. He likes it. They like it. Whatever. Leave him alone. All right. The spirit of the goddess Goose shows us that commitment does not need to equal kind of adventure or freedom. We can be mothers and warriors, fathers and adventurers. Beware. I know, and that's it. It's like, all right, you'll probably want to bounce, and my daughter's gonna be like, take me with you. I'm taking the warrior gay kid with me. Go ahead. When she starts getting on your nerves, send her back. My kids aren't gonna have you in the store buying all that shit. Only if you let them. Russ, if you let any girl loose with your credit card, they're not going to say no, and they're going to tell you how much they love you. Oh my God, I love him so much. Oh, I needed a fucking stepdad, not a sugar daddy. Damn, I don't think you understand the difference. He's always trying to become what I want him to be. Oh, come on, bro. I didn't want you to become anything. I just wanted you to be healed. Just fix your mind, bro. You didn't have to become whatever this is. Fucking straight pirate, bro. A pirate of the Caribbean that sails the seven seas. With his heart locked in Davy Jones' locker. Come on, Russ. Who wrote this book? Oh, it was God. He is so making fun of you in this life. I mean, I guess you got away with hell for too long, and now he's going to make you pay. We don't even have to buy tickets to the show. It's free $99 all the time. All right, beware of its negative aspects. This may caution against being overprotective or territorial. Jealous, petty attitudes, and controlling behavior can destroy relationships and cause profound harm. Jealousy. Who's that? Didn't I just introduce you? What do you mean, who's that? That's my friend. What kind of friend? Not the kind I sleep with, but somebody I knew before you that I have conversations with. I venture to say that he's not a threat because I wasn't sleeping with him before you. I don't plan on sleeping with him during you or after you. He's just a friend. You got what I need. Would you say I'm just... Well, then you should have told me you weren't my friend. And that's what I told Bobby. I can't be your friend. I can't fake this. I cannot pretend. He wanted me to be something I couldn't. I mean, I wanted to be his friend, but I realized I didn't like him like a friend. There was more than friendship going on here. I wanted more. I was just going to be bullshitting. But I was just going to be... It would be friends with benefits. No, I want more than that. God damn you. Why can't you get this? And that's really what it is. I tried to say... It's like, yeah, we could be normal. I can try. I tried. It didn't work. Be a better friend. And that's what he's like, I'm just trying to be your friend. You're not a fucking friend. You're a sex mate or something. I haven't figured this out, pirate. Out here for the booty. Is out for my Lucky Charms. I'm not really sure. Petty attitudes. Oh yeah, you getting upset and shit all the time. And shit. I mean, what will I get set up? Filth. Are you fucking leaving dishes? Did you fucking piss on the fucking toilet? Like, I just feel like you lived by yourself long enough by yourself before I met you that you should know how to take care of yourself, and I shouldn't have to come in and take care of you. I really feel that way. But then you look at these fucking... degenerate dependence of fucking society, and you're like, they don't know how to fucking take care of themselves. I'm like, fuck. Oh. I mean, in the essence, like, petty attitudes. What's gonna get on my nerves? I don't know. I'm petty about stupid, petty shit. Like, why are your fucking shoes on the floor like that? I don't know. Other than that, I just have OCD. It's like just orderly shit. And controlling behavior can destroy a relationship. Controlling? No. I might question you. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I mean, I should. Like, you probably shouldn't do that. But I'm not going to be like, God, fuck. Overprotectiveness often springs from a place of fear rather than love. But it can be hard to distinguish between the two. Try to love with open arms and allow the people you care for. Fuck. I was like, he might cheat on you. I wish he would. Let him go. You know what? Go hang out with your friend. Let's see what happens. I'll send you out and then send my girls to go see what you're doing. See if this happens so then I can be free. Like, see, I knew you wasn't good enough. In the essence, if you can't keep it together, then get the fuck on. Like, oh. Poor Heather. That's Bobby's wife. I'm sure she bends over backwards and every way and spreads it all different ways to keep her husband happy. She does whatever she can to keep him happy, but he's just not happy. And in that, she'll have to keep breaking, you know what I mean? She'll have to keep giving more of herself in the hopes that she'll be enough for him. But it isn't. And there's nothing wrong with her. She tried her best. And that's what I tried to point out to him as he was, you know, stroking my ego, telling me how great I am. I was like, if I was that great, then how come I'm divorced? I wasn't good enough to keep them happy. And that's it. It's like, you really just got to face that. It's like, you know, when it comes to it, it's like, I might not have what it takes to make you feel happy, at peace. You know what I mean? Your face, you know, you might not like, it just happens. It's like, you know, I can tell that you're not happy. And rather than bending over backwards, you know, if I try to ask you what's wrong and you don't want to talk about it and there's nothing that can be done, then let's just part. We're not going to stay in silence, unhappy. We're lacking something. Something's missing here. And it's just happiness. It's not something we create. It's just not something we have together anymore. And that's where it is in the beginning. You know, you're really happy about this person. You're happy to talk to him. You're happy to see him every single time. You're happy. You're just really overfilled with joy to just be part of this person's life. But then it's like the more time you spend in their life, the less happiness you have because your life is becoming about their life. And their life really it's not what, you know, you start sacrificing your life for their life. And that's where it says right here. The goose shows us that commitment doesn't need to equal the end of adventure and freedom. I don't have to give up my life to be with you. And when I told Bobby, it's like, he's like, why does somebody have to give up their life to be with you? You're married, bro. What are you talking about? But you wouldn't, you know what I mean? And that's kind of it. It's like, you know, going back to Russ. Why do I have to give up my family to be with you? They're unhealthy, bro. They're what's hurting you. And they had this perception that I was just trying to be in their life. Like, I just want to be part of the rich and famous. I want to be that famous girlfriend. I want to be, you know, and I was like, I don't want to be any of that. I don't want to be affiliated with any of that. And if anything, I stand against all of that. You know, looking at Marshall, it's like, I don't stand for that shit. I don't stand for that shit, bro. I don't want to meet your friends. I want to bring you into my life and make a life with you. An adventurous new life with you. You know what I mean? I don't want to be in your broken, unhappy life that you keep trying to put people into to make yourself happy. Anyways, moving on. Overprotectiveness. Try to love with open arms and allow people you care about the freedom to grow and be themselves. In work or professional readings, this card can indicate controlling or micromanaging behaviors. Such behaviors is counterintuitive. The more controlling the behavior, the less ideal the outcome, nor does it bring the best people. That's why I gave in, right? Let me show you something now. So after she sent me, now this is where it's like, all right, this is bullshit, but I gave in. Let me say this. I told you that my hiring process wasn't done properly. They shoved me in unprepared. I sent an email and I shared the email that the director, Barbara, said, before your next shift, we're going to get you, you know, training and all that shit, right? Give me a second. I'll show you the bottom of this. I have to upload this and send it to someone. It's my job offer. She told me all of this when she got my email on Tuesday. Yesterday was Wednesday. She sent me an email. And she said, how does it sound if we have Shay come in and work with you throughout your shift on Friday to get you better trained? She told me she was going to do all this stuff to get me better trained, and she changed it the next day and said she was going to sit me with the very supervisor that she left me with last time during a whole shift. I told her that wouldn't be necessary. You could just have her come in for a couple of hours so I can learn the computer, learn the grounds, see how she handles it, and ask my questions, and after that I should be okay. Alright, so in essence, it's like she offered me something she wasn't going to do. Okay, now I'm trying to kind of give you... I'm trying to hide some of my information in this, but also show you something intense. Give me a second. This is my job offer that I got. I had to print it up because I have to upload it. That I got. I'm going to read it to you and then I'll show you a quick clips of it. Start date. Your start date is the position and this position will be Monday, September 15th. I was never supposed to work on Friday or Saturday. As agreed upon by you and management, you will be enrolled in required online training that must be completed prior to your community orientation date, set forth below. These training hours will be paid at the same hourly rate as set above, and will be added to your first week's pay period. Community orientation date, 9/17/2025. That would have been yesterday. Your first day in the community will include a one-day community orientation training that will introduce you to the company and you and your community and your new role. And I actually can't show you because it shows, okay, there it is. I had to fold this in all different ways. I had it written of what I was supposed to expect with this job. I wasn't just being a bitch. They told me what to expect. I signed this on September 2nd with full understanding that this was the process and I wouldn't start until the 17th. She sent me an email yesterday telling me she would do just this. A community orientation day where I would be introduced to the company. I would have that one day shadowing. She sent me the email. I will repost it again today. And I will send you the copy of the email where she backs out and says, how about I just put you down with a supervisor for this Friday? I gave in. It's not that I'm a problem. It's that you told me one thing and now you're doing something else. It's not that I'm not adjustable. It's that this is what it was told, right? And so then when I sit in the orientation video, it tells me again the same procedures. Can I fight it? Yeah, but all I want is my job anyway, so what am I fighting? I just wanted to have 2 nights a week where I make some money. But I had to stand up and show you guys are not doing what you said. And again, the follow-up, this is 3 times. No, we don't. We don't do that. Now I have a paper trail. The question is, what else do they not follow to the book? You get into a relationship and it looks all good, bro. They give you all the right words. They tell you all the right things, bro. You sign a commitment to it. You're on it. And then they come out the fucking woodwork with all this fucking bullshit, bro. And you have to decide if this bullshit is worth your time and energy. Okay, this week, after I get through this, we're done. And I'm going to make it very clear, I only work Fridays, Saturdays according to this. I'm not giving them any more. They are going to abuse my time and energy, which they have. I only signed up for this. This is all I'm going to stick to. And that's where all of this started to become stressful. Because first off, you didn't train me for what I was supposed to do. And then you started asking for more. And that's really what it is. It's like, why did you do all? Because of what I was told. You gave me a certain expectation, and you lied. You said that this was how it was, and this isn't how it is. Now I get to choose whether or not I want to deal with this. And that's it. I'm going to stick this out. I'm going to go in. I'll hang out with her. I'm going to get all the information I want, and I will do this job. But I'm not going to do anything else than what I said. We said, we said what we said. This is what we said when we, when we came to agreement. I'm not working any of your daytime jobs, your daytime shifts. I'm not looking for any more hours. I'm sticking to the very fucking minimum that you offered me. And I'm not giving anything more to this. Why? Because as I can show you, as history has shown, now we're in 6 days, right? 7 days. My first 7 days were nothing but nonsense. Nothing but nonsense. I have a text message from every day since I have started this place that shows this is nothing but nonsense. If I wanted to, yeah, I could be, the fucking auditor and call, somebody who cares. I don't. I'm just going to do what I came to do, get my information, get my little paycheck, and get out. And the whole point is that I didn't have to work with incompetent fucking workers. Poor management. I manage the fucking building at night. I am the only fucking worker there, other than the nurses that are working in memory care overnight. That's it. Leave me alone. Tell me how to do the job, and leave me alone to do the job. And that's it. A place at night where I can sit, do my videos, watch my music, watch something, do something. So I can, that's it. And realistically, that motherfucker, dude, if I was to walk it every hour, I'd just be walking for 8 hours, which is not a bad thing. It's like, there's so many fucking, how many are there? There's 9 floors. So you walk the whole floor, and then you go down to the next one. So it's like, it easily takes you about 30 minutes to walk through it. You're supposed to walk through the whole building, and that's what I want to see her do this. I want to see this. It's like you walk through the whole building, and then you're supposed to do a perimeter walk every night, or every hour. I gotta see this, bro. Is this what we're doing? Because I definitely need better tennis shoes. And I'm gonna need some snow boots if we're going outside all the time like this. I need to figure out what jacket I'm gonna wear. I'm gonna need to bring in some, like, seriously. It's like, and I don't even know why it was 72 degrees on most of those fucking, those hallways. Well, people get cold anyways. I'm freezing in here. It's like, do I have to wear fucking, you know what I mean? I'm just saying. So there's everything. I gave you a whole bunch of teachings. I guess a bunch to learn. Whether you apply it, well, that's how we'll know if you know what I mean? I taught you. We'll see if you learn it by applying it in your life. It's like you can't say you learned that unless you've applied it. You just heard it. You heard it somewhere. You heard it here first, guys. So anyways, it's Thirsty Thursday. I got to keep my energies down so that I can do an overnight shift tomorrow. I got to kind of balance it out. What am I supposed to do? I don't know. I need to go get some Maboon oil, but my uterus is killing me, so I'm probably not going anywhere, to be honest. Just the way the cookie crumbles. I'm going to go curse the shit out of that bitch. Just kidding. I'm going to tell her, though, it was in my cards to protect you. Just let me go do a house cleaning for you. She needs to go get her charger anyways. I let her use $1 million for the day. She just packed up all her stuff and ran it over there, but she's not fully moved over there, so she needs the charger. Either way, she's got to go get that shit. Or buy another one, I suppose, dude, depending on where you buy those motherfuckers, dude, it's like $20 to fucking $35 to buy you a fucking new replacement charger. Truly? Yeah, you can't just go by to the dollar store and buy those things. Those fucking things don't charge your phone. Anyways, that's what we got, and I will catch up with you. So what are we talking about? Quiet. Silence. That's what it is. And if not, and that was the whole fucking story about the Queen of Swords yesterday. It's like knowing when to speak and when not to. And that's it. It's like standing up for, being protective and standing up. Or what are we supposed to do? Go swinging a sword? Go waving our gun? Or we use our words? Our kind words. And that's the sword of truth, bro. That's Archangel Michael's, that's the battalion right there. That sword of truth. Speak the truth kindly, not painfully. And that was what Marshall did. He would use the truth against people, painfully. I was pretty devious too. We're trying to heal that. But, you know what I mean? It starts from the top down. Set the example. And that was, you know, Red. Red is a black man that lives here, or that works here. And we were talking about it, and he's like, I don't let even my own folk say that word around me. It's just disrespectful. It's like, damn, he set the standard. If a black man don't allow black people to say it, then who the fuck am I to be saying it? If you don't say it, if it's not a family name in your name, then it's not a family word then. It's like, I said it because it's a family word. I didn't say it because against the family. I said it because I'm part of the family. It's very interesting. He's like, my family, I don't allow my family to say that word. Either which way. And that's really what it is. It's like, you know, I'm like, set the precedence, not because of the president. He didn't do shit, bro. He's just a fucking puppet, bro. He's just a puppet. All he has is his pen and his paper, same as me and Marshall, bro. But the shit that comes out of our mouth can change. Realistically, we can encourage change. And that's what it's kind of being. It's like we're not on his side. I assure you of that. But what the side that he's on, unknowingly, is he's being forced by God. There's a force above him that's forcing this shit to happen. He's not God's anointed, I'll tell you that much. But in the essence of, you know, he's here. God uses his own people, you know what I mean? Fucking Moses didn't want to kill the Egyptians, but in the end of the time, when it all came down, who killed them? Moses or God? Or Moses is God. And that's why they feared Moses, because of his God. Moses had no power but the power that was given to him. Jesus had no power but the power that was given to him. I have no power but the power that's given to me. Trump has no power but the power that was given to him. Jimmy Kimmel had no power but the power that he just lost. They could make him a new show on Netflix. Somebody will take him in. They know they can make money off his mouth. But why can't we just realize that it's gone too far? And that's it. You know, it happened to, you know, I'm seeing Christian Horner. It was a Wednesday. He came in and he's like, you're done. We're going to keep paying you, but you're done. And that's everybody that, you know what I mean, that had anything to work with him. He's done. He's got to go home. He's got to find a new way of life. Jimmy Kimmel ain't been at home for how many years? Time for you to sit down. Think about your life. It's not a terrible thing, bro. At least he's got some money to go home to. There's a lot of people that are going home that don't know how to pay their bills. They're really got to lean on God, and he did that on purpose. Hey, I love you guys. Happy Thirsty Thursday. Later, taters.